Tip-off goes to New Orleans. Now the starting group for the Sacramento Kings. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. Then there's Zach LaVine. And it's Ellis in at the point guard position.
A brilliant dunk. And he hangs up there for a while, too.
Like he's posing for the camera. He's just hanging out, posing for pictures, just making himself at home. And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently. They have a clear plan.
Well, they do, B.A. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you.
And it's Murray finishing it off.
He is a big guard at 6'4". Murray getting up.
LaVine attacking. Oh, and the jam by LaVine.
Check out LaVine getting artful at the rim, leaving the defense just completely clueless of how to stop it.
Oh, it's stolen away. Here's Ellis. Puts up a three. Sinks the tray.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Outside Olynyk. Oh, swiped away. Ellis, good. Ellis has got 5 points.
Gotta love a big who can also move the ball. Nice find by Sabonis.
Sinks it from distance.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Ellis. And stolen by Brown. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Outside for LaVine. Sabonis with a screen on Brown. LaVine can't hit.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Olynyk passes to Brown. The ball's knocked loose. Shot clock at 5. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Sacramento has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Ellis passes to LaVine. Ellis, good. He's got 7.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Murray. 5 points in the game. Outside Jones. DeRozan with the ball. He's picked up by Jones. Left side LaVine. Fires from deep. Nice D from Brown. The Pelicans trail. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to talk with Willie Green for a minute. Yeah, guys, Coach mentioned how Domantas Sabonis can be a game wrecker in the paint. Coach told me we need to get big bodies on Sabonis and force him outside, make him move around. We need to knock him off the blocks if we can. So it sounds like the defensive game plan may revolve around Sabonis, guys.
And Allie, thanks. Offensive board. Outside Jones. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. DeRozan down low. The shot won't fall. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 8 so far. Murray from outside. And again, New Orleans no good. And so Sabonis will bring it up for Sacramento. Here's Levine for 3. The shot is good on the assist by Sabonis. Levine's got 5.
This is how Levine operates. He hunts down shots and then fully commits to his selection.
Sends it home from three-point land.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
The Pelicans have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter.
Oh, that's light work for Murray. He's got terrific speed in that open floor.
For Sacramento, they've gone 5 of 12 in this first quarter. It's scooped up. Here's Murray. Here's Sabonis. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
The kick to Olynyk. 4-3. Hits the trifecta. He has 6.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Zach LaVine. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Kings.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And not only that, you like how they're turning defense into offense, forcing turnovers and capitalizing.
Trey Murphy out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then it's Herb Jones. And it's Brown in at the 2. That's the Pelicans 5. And the Kings have held tough. But it seems like the West has gotten tougher, Green.
Well, what's the saying? If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And the Kings have to find that next level.
Here's Ellis. Murray up top. Sabonis right side. Pass to DeRozan. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
DeMar DeRozan's jumper is off the edge. It's money. It's cash. He's a terrific offensive player.
Murray, no good. The Kings leading. Levine passes to DeRozan. Oh, get up, DeMar. He's still got it.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Here's Murray. And he converts the layup. Murray's got 9.
A bigger point guard is 6'4". Murray has no issue scoring inside.
Outside Levine. Oh, Zach LaVine. Big time dunk.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Pelicans are still developing their on-court chemistry. Coach Willie Green said this group is still pretty young in terms of being on the floor together. We're starting to figure it out. We just have to stay committed and continue to be elite on both ends of the floor, and it starts with our defense. B.A.?
They've really got something, Allie. Thanks. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Jones misses. The Kings have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Here's Levine. And Levine throws it down.
I'm going to tell you this. Defensively, you cannot let a streak shooter get a group. And right now, Zach LaVine, he is on fire.
Hey, yo, right here.
The 3. Oh, Levine, an aerial assault. Well, Richard, as we've seen, sometimes all a player needs to prosper is a change of scenery.
Well, no doubt, B.A. One of the biggest deciding factors in being successful is how you fit into a system and how you fit in with the players around you. Murray sees your three and raises you another one right back at you.
And Levine, here we go. And Levine throws it down.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Sacramento leading by 6. Over to the left wing. Driving in. Oh, he misses the dunk. For Sacramento, they've gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go in the second quarter. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Ellis has got 10.
It's almost like he had a bird's eye view of the court. DeRozan always knows where his teammates are.
Might like a do-over there. Quality look inside.
Here's Ellis. Pass to Levine. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Bruce Brown.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Richard, something you notice about these Kings, they shoot plenty of threes.
And that's the modern game for you, B.A. But Sacramento shoots especially freely. You are right. And those shots often connect, so I doubt that that trend changes for them anytime soon.
And the Pelicans going with a whole new group out there. Now here's Monk. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
He was gripping the rock on the way to the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one. Here's Boston. And again, New Orleans no good. On offense, here are the Kings. They're on a 20-7 run. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Grant, when you look at this Pelicans team, their length is so impressive.
Yeah, they've made a point to draft players with big wingspans, and that really helps them on the defensive end. They're all very switchable.
Just solid from the line. Levine shoots a high volume and a high percentage from the free throw line. That is the combination you want.
McCollum on the wing. There's 39 seconds left in the second quarter. Drops in the 3.
I love McCollum's versatility as a scorer. He moves just all over the floor and gets it done.
Okay, knockout.
Man.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Zion Williamson.
You know, coach gets mad when Williamson gets hit and there's no whistle, and it happens a lot.
Here's Monk. Shakes him. And the layup is good. And the Kings lead by 13.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And so it's Sacramento up 15 points as this quarter concludes. Tough to run with them. They get the ball up the court so fast. More 2K action in just a moment. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Boy, Zach LaVine has been sensational.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Taking a look at the Kings, Malik Monk is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Trey Lyles. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Laravia, and at the 3, the small forward.
You know, at the offensive end, McCollum does a little of everything for you. I mean, that was a great pass.
Lyles a screen. Lets it go from deep. Pass to Valanciunas. He shoots a 3. Knocks it down from distance. Valanciunas has got 5 points. Pelicans trail by 15. Here's Alvarado. McCollum with it. Sinks that one from the post.
Not only a perimeter player, McCollum can go inside.
And so Monk will bring it up for Sacramento. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's LaRavia. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark.
I'm not sure what happened there. His family's in the building. I don't know. You have to finish those.
And defenses can forget how good of a passer McCollum is.
And here's Crowder from the arc. Williams grabs the board.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answer that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Zion Williamson is a one-of-one. His teammate C.J. McCollum told him, your ceiling is unlike anything the NBA has ever seen, but it's up to you to take full advantage of whatever it is. You can be as good as you want to be. This game will go where you take it. Brian?
You know, Allie, at his best, he is unstoppable. Here's Monk. Pelicans cleared away. Trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots.
Boston with the bucket.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
The Kings have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Lyles. It's Monk on the wing, and it's out of bounds to Sacramento.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Who poked away? Alvarado with a steal.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter. 2 minutes.
McCollum on the wing, covered by Crowder. McCollum into the lane. That one falls. McCollum's got 7.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Things are firing on all cylinders for them right now. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Monk for 3. He drops it from range. And the Kings lead by 9.
An excellent job of taking what the defense is given.
Well, Grant, the Kings, one of those up-and-coming teams that are knocking at the door.
Yeah, they have some stars, B.A. They have some great role players, too. Part of their problem is they're in the Western Conference. It's so hard to just make the play-in tournament in that conference.
Can't throw down the putback. New Orleans has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. McCollum outside. Valanciunas with a rebound. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to LaRavia. Takes a 3. And the three-pointer goes. LaRavia's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Alvarado outside. Stolen by Valanciunas. Outside Monk. They get it back. He shoots again. Here's Lyles from outside the arc. Fires in the triple.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Williamson. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, hard not to foul Zion inside. He's just so broad and so aggressive.
Williamson hits them both. There's 14 seconds left in the third. Now Monk. He's got 10. He gets it up. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Sacramento Kings. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. reading the defense like a point guard.
He'll be proud of that one. Biggs loving their passing skills, you'll notice.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Jones at small forward with Zion holding down the 4. Murray out there with Bruce Brown. And it's Olynyk in at the 5. That's the Pelicans 5. The Kings lead by 16. Pass to Ellis. The 3 is up. Pelicans cleared away. Jones from outside. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sabonis has got 8 rebounds in the game. Levine surveys the D. No good on the 3.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Jones against Levine. Sabonis outside. Pass to Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target from 3-point range.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
He's gotten so good at finding the open man. Murray does it again.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Sacramento.
Well, look, it's not just about forcing a turnover, guys. It's about converting them in those opportunities and cashing them in.
Yeah, one thing I think they should continue doing is attacking the break. Because right now, this defense has no answer for them when they do this.
Murray's shot is good.
Even inside and against contact, Murray stays flexible and gets to his finish.
Here's Ellis, defended by Murray. Levine passes to DeRozan. 3-pointer. Knocks down the triple. And the Kings lead by 12.
Whoa, that man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
For Sacramento, they've gone 1 of 4 since the 4th quarter began. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. Ellis passes to Murray. Goes up with it. Oh, Murray showing his strength down low.
You're roughing Murray up a little in there, but he's built to take punishment and can still deliver.
And that one is stuffed right through.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Murray from outside. The rebound by Murray.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Pass to Olynyk.
2 minutes remaining.
Brown against Levine. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Personal foul.
No good on the free throw.
At the line for New Orleans, Bruce Brown.
And he's good on the second.
Ooh, you hope that leaving points at the line won't come back to haunt them.
The Kings lead by 11. Outside Levine.
Hey, watch him.
And the dunk by Levine.
Hope you got some popcorn. When Levine gets up for a slam, Zach knows how to put on a show.
Murray, no good. For Sacramento, they've gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this 4th quarter to fall. And it's DeRozan missing. For New Orleans, they've got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Outside Olynyk. A minute 15 left in the 4th quarter here.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Sacramento has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Outside for Levine. Murray, a screen on Jones. Levine passes to Murray. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Levine. And the Kings lead by 13.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Kings.
And as we see the game wind down, you have to remember all the second chance buckets this team put on the board.
They definitely won it with their offensive rebounding. We watched them attack the ball and turn misses into makes all game long.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Zach LaVine.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple in this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking them down.
Picked by Sabonis. Pass to DeRozan. Here's the three. He can't hit that time. It's Brown on the wing, defended by Murray. Brown passes to Olynyk. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Grant Hill.
Then there's Alec Burks. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Ware in at the center position. And for New Orleans, the backcourt pair for him, Murray and Jones. Round out there with Trey Murphy. And it's Olynyk in at center. Now Hero. Burks on the wing for the three. It's hauled in by Brown. Jones with it. Picked up by Hero. Jones dishes to Brown. Rebound by the Heat.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
And here is Murray. On the wing, Jones. He's covered by Hero. Floats one up. Stolen by Hero. And it's the Heat on the break. Burks for three. Good on the three-point shot.
Hero knowing about the whens and the wheres for an assist.
Burks has gone 1 of 2 shooting from three. Here's Murray. Drives to the hoop. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Pass to Jones. Murray outside. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Great concentration from DeJounte that time, just playing right through the contact.
Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Willie Green.
They were raving about an opposing player, in this case, Andrew Wiggins. Coach said, I have tons of respect for Wiggins. 100% effort on both ends. Andrew can beat you scoring it, but he can also be a shutdown defender. High praise for Wiggins, the former first overall pick. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And it's the Heat with the ball, following the score by New Orleans. Pass to Wiggins. Here's Ware. Shot clock at 5. Here's Hero. Lays it up off the glass. Hero's got 5 now.
How about Hero? Gets inside and finds a way to sneak up his shot and get it to go.
Brown deciding where to go with it. Murray. Got a hand on it. Adebayo against Murray. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Miami Heat. 6-point game. And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city. Plus, he's already got a street named after him.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And here's Olynyk from the arc. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Well, Olynyk very capable from out there. We'll see how the defense reacts now.
Hero passes to Ware. Heat moving the ball around, and that one is stuffed right through.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And New Orleans going with a whole new group out there. The Heat leading by 5. Hero finds Burks. Kicks it out to Wiggins. There's 37 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Count it. Good. Burks has got 5 points so far.
And Wiggins is a capable passer, someone that wants to hit a guy in the right spot.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
The Heat making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Ware kicks to Adebayo. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Mitchell with it. Now defended by McCollum. Count that bucket.
The offense just opens up if your playmaker comes from that 4 or 5 spot, and Bam does such a great job of it.
And here's McCollum for 3. No good on the shot. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Heat leading by 7. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
The guard set is Alvarado and McCollum. Then there's Williamson. And it's Boston in at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And that one's good, Williamson. And Brent, you've seen the way the game has grown over the years. The skill level of the league is higher than ever.
Yeah, the talent level, Kevin, that is on display on a nightly basis in this league is staggering. But a lot of kids out there watching what's going on. They're going to push this game even further. How exciting is that?
You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level these past few seasons, hasn't it?
It has, and they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. Pelicans on D, trailing here by 8. Pass to Jovic. Mitchell wide open. Buries it from three-point range. Mitchell's got 5 now.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
They get the rebound. Kicks it out to Williamson. Jacks up a 3. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
The rare Zion 3, when it goes in, you just take it. It's like found money in the couch.
Adebayo with a screen on McCollum. Adebayo down low. He's guarded by McCollum, and he gets the bucket.
Well, around the rim, Bam Adebayo makes so many things happen because he's so athletic.
Pass to Williamson. This one for 3. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Puts up a 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Mr. Williamson. And it's Alvarado in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. And here's McCollum for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. McCollum's got his first 3 points of the game.
It's so hard defensively to stay after McCollum. He can be elusive, and then he can score from anywhere.
And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. And New Orleans going with a whole new group out there. And then for Miami, Highsmith has checked in. Robinson is subbed in for Alec Burks. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Outside for Murray, and he's going to get whistled for that foul. Gee, that was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. Looking for a breather, and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Here's Olynyk. And the dunk by Olynyk.
Yeah, he can surprise you around the rim. Olynyk has some lift.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Outside, Hero. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. DeJounte Murray is not one for the fast lane. He said, I come from all that stuff, but I've been done that. I'm a homebody. I'm focusing on basketball. There's a lot going on in this world, so it's about being smart. Kevin, growing up in South Seattle, he's seen it all. Back to you.
Yeah, you know, David, he counts himself fortunate to have escaped all of that. Thank you. And Brent, if the super team era is indeed coming to a close, the Miami Heat are one of the most successful examples.
Yeah, Kevin, you're obviously referring to the Heatles with LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. I think there are some fans out there that go back to when it was that they had that press conference and were throwing up 6, 7, 8. And so 2 titles, yes, of course, amazing. Chances to win championships, amazing. Could there have been more? Possibly.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, Brent, since entering the NBA, Tyler Hero has been a constant scoring threat.
Yeah, Kevin, the scoring for Tyler Hero is always going to be there. He is a bucket, but the defensive improvement and really just the physicality that he needs to play with. Those are areas that Tyler could shore up a little bit to make sure he's on the floor for some of the biggest moments of a season.
Murray, good.
So many tools at DeJounte Murray's disposal. The pick gets Murray free to fire that one off.
Here's Hero. He's got 9. Pass to Highsmith. Pocket 6. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
And showing some acrobatic play there. Murray up to the rim.
Wiggins drives in, launches it. Jaquez with the bucket. Jaquez has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. For 3, Murray. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so we conclude the first half. Heat lead by 11. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been quite a game for DeJounte Murray.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. We've got Jaime Jaquez. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Hero. And it's Highsmith in at the 3. And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And a new group in for the Heat.
Substitution on the court.
Clock is at 3. Burks can't get it to go.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Kicks it out to Williamson. Pass to McCollum. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. McCollum's got 5 points so far.
Lots of ways that CJ can burn you right there. Super effective on the inside.
And Jose Alvarado is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Highsmith the pass to Jovic. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Pass to Highsmith. Here's Jovic. Burks in the corner. 5 on the clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. Gets to the corner and buries it. He has 5. Pelicans trail by 9. Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason. in order to take the next step.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. There's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Good.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Here's Williamson. That one's not going to go. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
The Heat shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
And take a look back at last season, and what a season it was for them from the free throw line. 82% as a group.
Pass to Mitchell. Here's Jovic. Takes a 3. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. And now it's a 12-point Heat lead. Now McCollum. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. With the drive. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Highsmith. No good from outside. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Miami leading by 10. Mitchell kicks to Burks. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Murray against Burks. Jovic passes to Burks. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. On the wing, Jones. Burks covering. Jones kicks to Murray. Six to shoot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Miami ball.
Miami's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Burks against Murray. Pass to Ware. Back to Burks. Higgins outside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Ware. Olynyk is covering. Ware, no good. Pelicans trail by 10. Olynyk the pass to Brown. Back to Olynyk, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Some nice passing here by New Orleans. On the wing, Murray. Covered by Wiggins.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Hero finds Adebayo. Here's Ware. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Adebayo's got 5 assists in the game. Shot and game clock separated by 5. There's Brown with the 3. And Ware pulls it down. The Heat leading by 12. Goes up, and Adebayo throws it down.
Bam is really good at getting out as a big, running that lane, and being a weapon to finish on the break.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line, no matter the situation.
The first free throw is good, and the Pelicans making a change here. And so he makes both from the line.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Murray for 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Miami with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
and he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basketball.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. In the guard spots, it'll be Murray and McCollum. Trey Murphy is out there with Jones, and it's Olynyk in at the pivot spot manning the middle. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. McCollum against Mitchell. And Olynyk kicks to Murray. Over Robinson. Murray, no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Miami foul. Jones. Personal foul. First team foul.
A three ball. Rebound by the Heat.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, this is one of the best guys in the league at creating and scoring off the dribble. DeJounte Murray showing his elite skill.
Here's Mitchell. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Heat lead by 18.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
A steal. Robinson against Murray. No problems knocking that one down. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace. And that's produced some easy scores.
On the wing, Mitchell. And the Heat, another three.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Adebayo against Murray. And there's the drive.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
McCollum with the ball. Picked up by Hero. Deep two from Murray. And the jumper is on the mark. Murray's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, really good ball movement on the entire possession, and then CJ getting slick.
Pass to Ware. Here's the three. Rebound by Olynyk. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Stolen by Hero. Driving the lane. It's good.
Pretty much having the green light on the offensive end. Tyler Hero gets explosive to score.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Murray for three. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Miami.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Tyler Hero.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
Lets it go with a three. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Jones, no luck.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
Shot's good by Hero.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Now Wiggins. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. All right, David, thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
For the visiting Mike Patton.
Welcome all. And let's check Miami's starting lineup. Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Tyler Hero, and it's Ware in at the center position, locking down the middle. And for Sacramento, the duo inside, it's Murray and Sabonis. Then there's Zach LaVine, then it's DeMar DeRozan, and it's Ellis in at the 1. And pushing it up, here's Sacramento. We should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this. And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Highsmith passes to Wiggins. Here's Ware. 5 on the clock. Over Sabonis. And it's Ware missing. And LaVine has got the ball here for the Sacramento Kings. First quarter, just over a minute played. Miami with the ball. Pass to Ware. Hero outside. They set the pick. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sacramento has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Well, Coach, how about the Eric Spoelstra story? Started as a video coordinator with the Heat back in '95. You were an assistant in Miami back then.
Yeah, look, Brian, even then, Eric is one of the rare guys that all of us on the staff knew right from the beginning that he had all the makings of a great coach. Players trusted him and had confidence in his ability to help them.
From the video room to the Hall of Fame one day.
No question.
Here's DeRozan. Uses the glass on the layup.
And that's where the frame of DeRozan comes into play. So good at bodying up to get his.
Adebayo sets a screen. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. All alone on the break. Outside LaVine. Nifty move. Count the basket.
Yeah, look at LaVine staying active, beating the defense by making a move.
Here's Highsmith. He's covered by LaVine. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Highsmith. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Murray with it. Hero picks him up. Lets a floater go. Count it.
And on the fast break, Murray is a threat. We know he loves cutting through any opposition and getting himself a shot.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Burks, he's checked in for Miami. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in.
Number 18, Alec Burks.
And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang.
And great job to establish position and square up.
First personal foul.
Heat trail by 4.
Personal foul. Ellis. Second personal foul. First team foul.
And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter, and the shot goes down. Stolen by Burks. Pass to Hero.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
And he jams it home with authority.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Now here's Wiggins. No made baskets yet. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. And here's Sabonis. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Here's Levine for three. The shot is good on the assist by Sabonis.
And with how well Levine attacks the bucket, defensively, you almost have to give him space to shoot threes.
Well, Grant, in the spring of 2024, a remarkable streak ended. Domantas Sabonis had recorded 61 consecutive double-doubles.
Yeah, it was the longest streak since the merger back in 1976. Now, Sabonis has led the NBA in rebounding multiple years. Plus, he has averaged 8 assists in a season, so that is big-time production. The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. Pass to Hero. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Here's Levine for three. And the Kings with another three.
You got to know Levine is looking to shoot it whenever he can. I mean, his team depends on him scoring.
Hero outside. And he lobs it up. And he lays in the alley-oop pass.
Just a perfect pass and some pretty slick body control on the finish, too.
Man, that's butter. From the arc. Ellis's shot is off. Now here's Adebayo. Hero on the wing. Back to Adebayo. Hero on the wing. 1 second left. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Zach LaVine, he's been the guy making things happen for the Kings. He put... And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you think about the Kings here, guys?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
Setting the floor for Miami. They've got time. Tyler Hero. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Ware in at the 5. Now here's Burks. Six to shoot. On the take. And he gets it to go. Burks has got 6 points. Burks has gone 3 for 3 from the floor. Outside Levine. Out left to the wing. Sabonis with it. Now Burks defending. His first shot attempt. Sabonis' shot is off.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, one nickname you hear for DeMar DeRozan is the lone mid-ranger. He said you can operate freely in the mid-range. It's like an ocean out there. If you're smart, you can take advantage of the space and pick teams apart. Brian?
He's an expert tactician working in between. Thanks, Allie.
And what poise from Hero. Still working at his pace against the clock.
Jacks up a 3. Ellis, good. Ellis has got his first 3 points of the game.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And with today's switching defensive style, versatile wing players are tremendously in demand, Coach.
Yeah, well, position now, Brian, comes down to who can you guard. And guys that can guard 3, 4, 5 different positions, those 6'7", 6'8" guys are often able to do that, and they are extremely valuable.
Here's Ellis. Picked by Murray. Ellis's shot is off. The Heat with the lead. Adebayo drives in. Up top, Wiggins. Hey, Wiggins with the elevation.
Making it look so easy. Wiggins has crazy hops. Can really get up there.
Sabonis' shot is off.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Now here's Burks. Give him 8. Hero for 3. Drills it from deep. And now it's a 7-point Miami lead.
Smooth shot by Hero. Notice how he doesn't rush himself.
Ellis passes to Levine. And another miss by Sacramento.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet he is elite defensively, Graham.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
Sacramento has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. DeRozan finds Levine. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And Alec Burks gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. The Heat making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in.
Number 45, Davion Mitchell.
Sabonis with a screen on Adebayo. Offensive rebound. Pass to DeRozan. Will it go? No good. Miami leading by 7. And there's the foul. It's on Zach LaVine. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Kings going with a whole new group out there.
Substituting on the court.
We've got 1:13 left in the second period. Burks for 3. Valanciunas with a rebound. And so Monk will bring it up for Sacramento. Lyles a screen. Launches it. And Monk is good for 3. Monk's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. There's 49 seconds left in the half. There's a screen. Burks with it, guarded by Valanciunas. Outside for Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. And he drives in. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Kings trail by 6. Outside Monk. Pass to Valanciunas. Here's LaRavia, pounded by Wiggins. And it's LaRavia missing. Monk against Wiggins. Adebayo, a screen on Monk. Here's Mitchell. Here's Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
Incredible work right there on the glass. Just doing all he can to extend that lead.
Hey, once you got him on the ropes, keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Zach LaVine with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
Malik Monk is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Trey Lyles. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's LaRavia in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. And there's the foul. It's on Malik Monk. That's his first foul of the game. Robinson against Crowder. Outside Robinson. Just 5 to shoot. This one for 3. And it's Highsmith missing. Kings trail by 6. Crowder outside. Pass to Valanciunas. Here's Lyles. Valanciunas sets a screen to the inside. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And check out how in sync Valanciunas is with the ball handler. They've clearly practiced that move plenty of times.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Ryan, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
The Heat making a switch here. Heroes checked in.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Mitchell's checked in for Robinson.
Number 45.
90 seconds into the second half now. Crowder against Hero, and there's a pick to the wing, right side. Jovic passes to Hero. No good from outside. The Kings have gone 3 of 3 in the second half. Here's Monk, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe now.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
You're coming in at full speed. Hero was just too quick.
Valanciunas with a screen on Mitchell. And it's Monk missing. Miami has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Outside Jaquez. Pass to Highsmith. On the wing, Mitchell. Here's Highsmith. Yet to see a basket. The shot. Valanciunas with a rebound. The Kings trailing. Outside Monk. And here's Valanciunas. Offensive rebound for the lead. Here's Laravia. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
In for the Heat.
And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Valanciunas with a screen on Jaquez.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
And another miss by Sacramento. For Miami, they've gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Crowder with a steal. Now the Kings in transition. From downtown, drains the triple. And the Kings lead by 1.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the look he liked from 3 and capitalized.
Pass to Hero. Over to the wing. Here's Highsmith. And he banks in the layup. Highsmith's got his first bucket in this one.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Outside Monk. Rebound Miami. Mitchell with the ball. Now guarded by Monk. Hero right side. To the right side. Takes the 3. And the basket by Highsmith. Highsmith's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, a versatile player. Hero is terrific at sensing when his guys are open.
Monk against Mitchell. Valanciunas with a screen on Mitchell. Monk passes to Valanciunas. He tries for 3. That one no good. Miami leading by 4. Hero outside. Knocked loose. Crowder with a steal. Highsmith grabs the board. Miami has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Now here's Hero. Tight defense on him. They set the screen. Has to Ware. Again, the Heat score. And here's Monk. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Miami with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the floor for Miami, starting the fourth quarter, they've got Andrew Wiggins. He's out there with Bam Adebayo, and it's Hero in at the point.
And they're putting together another quality possession, taking control of this game.
And if you're going to pull away, now is the time to do it. Time to finish the game strong.
A different look for Miami. Burks comes in for Highsmith, and Mitchell subbed in for Hero. Ellis's shot is off.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And there's the foul. It'll go on DeMar DeRozan.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul of the game. Jovic, he's checked in for Miami.
Substitution.
And Miami has possession. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. Back to Adebayo. Levine with a steal. On the wing, Murray for 3. And it's Miami with a rebound. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Pass to Jovic. And here's Mitchell. He's covered by Levine. The 3 ball. Jovic's shot is off.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Ellis, defended by Burks. Fires the 3. They grab their own miss. Levine against Wiggins. 5 to shoot. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. Murray for 3. Keegan for 3.
Yeah, this is the kind of confidence you love seeing. Murray not thinking twice at all about firing away.
Outside Burks. Tipped. Levine against Mitchell. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Mitchell. First personal foul. Second team foul. Substituting on the court.
Here's Ellis. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Murray. From behind the arc. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got 4 rebounds now. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Murray. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Ellis. The shot is good on the assist by Sabonis. Sabonis has got 3 assists now in this one. Miami making a switch here. Burks is checked in.
Second team foul. Heat substitution. Number 18.
And so Hero will bring it up for the Miami Heat. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Adebayo, a screen on Levine. Hero, the pass to Burks. Clock at 6. From deep. Rebound by Sacramento.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Here's Sabonis. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Hero outside. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. Has to Ware. Shot clock at 6. Gets the 3 to fall. And the Heat lead by 7.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Levine passes to DeRozan. Here's Ellis. It falls. Oh, and that cuts the lead to with just 5. Miami has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Burks. He's covered by Levine. Has to Ware. Right side, Burks. Just 5 on the clock. Up and in on the layup.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
20 seconds left in the fourth.
Ellis, 4th personal foul. 3rd team.
Here's Ware. Miami takes the win. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
RJ, this could be a battle won in the trenches. Each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, the backcourt pair for them, Murray and Jones. Round out there with Trey Murphy. And it's Olynyk in at the center position. It's tipped. Here's Brown. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Levine against Jones. Levine kicks to Sabonis. Outside, Levine. Just 5 on the clock. Sabonis' screen on Jones. And then Levine with the jam.
Check out Levine getting artful at the rim, leaving the defense just completely clueless of how to stop it.
Deep 2 from Murray. Pass to Brown. Stolen by Ellis. Here's Sabonis driving in. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
Now here's Brown following the missed shot by Sabonis. Jones, the pass to Olynyk. Lets the 3 fly, and Jones gets it to go in on the assist by Murray.
He's gotten so good at finding the open man. Murray does it again.
DeRozan. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
Jones dishes to Murray. Launches a 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. There's the steal. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Olynyk. Over in the corner, Brown. Drains the 3-pointer.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his 3-point shot as a weapon.
Now here's Murray. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Oh, I could almost hear Murray say, oh, you hit a 3? Let me match that real quick.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said it's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, you're just out there to win. Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways. Sacramento shooting their first free throw of the game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
A minute 42 left to play here in the first. Can't get it to fall. And Greg, remember in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western Conference Final.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against the KD Steph Warriors. How about that for a welcome to the NBA?
Off the inbound pass, and Olynyk with the lay-in.
Nice little draw up there from the inbounds play to get them an easy bucket.
And finished off by DeRozan.
Once DeMar has momentum behind him, let me tell you, watch out because he's going to put on a show.
Ellis with it. Picked up by Brown. Pass to Murray. Kick out to Levine. And stolen by Murray. Stolen by Levine. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Now that's his dribble drive. That's one of DeMar DeRozan's superpowers.
Murray, the basket shoots. Sacramento grabs the miss. Sabonis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Shoots a fader. DeRozan. That's good. And that's now 6 points for DeMar DeRozan.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Now here's Levine. And that one, good. Levine's got 6.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond. Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
From the arc. Good if it goes. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Sacramento Kings in the driver's. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Kings.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
On the court right now, 2nd quarter for the Pelicans. The guard set is Alvarado and McCollum. Then it's Zion Williamson. And it's Boston in at the 3.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Zion. Do your thing on the alley-oop. How can we forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Here's Alvarado. Monk defending. Alvarado passes to Boston. And around a minute gone here in the 2nd quarter. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket. And so Monk will bring it up for Sacramento. They've led by as much as 10 from past the arc. He's off on that one. Pelicans trail by 5. To the paint. 3-pointer. Trains it from beyond the arc.
You see the playmaking ability of Williamson there. Great pass to set up his teammate.
Miles hits a screen for Monk. There's the triple. And the 3-ball is good. Monk's got 6 in the quarter.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And the 3 off target. New Orleans has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Takes it inside. Back to Alvarado. Pass to Williamson. Shot clock at 6. From deep. And it's Alvarado missing.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
Well, we've seen this a few times, Richard. Players getting booed at home. And that's got to be painful for a player.
You get taken back a little bit. For some players, it's deserved, but it's always a surprise. But you have to be self-aware. Did you deserve to get booed? In most cases, it's true.
Here's Monk following the basket by C.J. McCollum. In the corner, Crowder with it. Over McCollum. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
And it's great to watch Monk share the ball. He's a more than capable passer when his mind is
2
right.
minutes remaining in the first half.
His 2nd shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Monk outside. Pass to Valanciunas. Here's LaRavia. Still scoreless. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. They get it back. Here's Boston. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Great, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
Monk's shot's good.
And you gotta love that 3-point stroke of Monk. I mean, he's got such a high arcing shot there. It gives it a good chance to go in from deep.
Now here's McCollum. Here's Williamson, and finished off by Williamson.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
Monk with the ball. He's defended by Alvarado. Monk outside. To the middle. Here's LaRavia. Pass to Wiles. Fires the 3. Who's watching it? Monk outside. Misses the 3. Pelicans trail by 3.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how it plays out.
And you have to admire how hard Zion plays. It makes defenders nervous and forces them to overcommit.
And here is Monk. He's got 9. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Malik Monk has been leading. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shots.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One guy who's been getting it done is Malik Monk.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
The post pair for him will be Murray and Sabonis. Zach LaVine is out there with Ellis. And it's DeRozan in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Ellis, that's good.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
Down low, there's Levine. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Levine's got 8.
Inside the paint, Levine's agility is just a difference maker. That's what allows him to get to almost any shot. Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
Here's Ellis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Kings shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he hits both.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Pass to Jones. And Jones slams it in.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
And they look like a completely different team. I wonder what coach said to them at halftime to help spark this momentum change.
Ellis kicks to Levine. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Stolen by Ellis. On the wing, Murray. Sacramento again missing. Pelicans trail by 3. To the inside. Here's Murray. Floats one. Yep, that one goes in there. Murray's got 4 points in the quarter.
Such a crafty finisher. Murray is good at sizing up defenses and then just crushing them with that floater.
Jones against Levine. And there's a whistle that goes on Herbert Jones. That is his first foul of the game. And New Orleans going with a whole new group out there. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. DeRozan, that's good.
Working to find the high percentage look. DeRozan makes sure he converts.
Hey, RJ, what about Keegan Murray? He made the immediate impact in the NBA as a rookie, setting a record for three-point shots made, and he has continued to build on it.
A bit of a surprise as the 4th overall pick in the 2020 draft. Murray was the right fit. Big part of Sacramento ending that 17-year playoff drought.
Malik Monk, he's checked in for Ellis. The shot's good from Monk.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside. They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
2 minutes remaining in the
Monk, no one around him. Sabonis, and slam dunk by Sabonis.
Nice persistence on the glass. Sabonis understanding how to use his body and length, too.
And the basket by McCollum.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Here's Sabonis. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Sabonis has got 6.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
Pelicans trail by 3. Pass to McCollum. Good work there as it goes. He's got 8.
Look at McCollum just going to work. So good at using his creativity to find shots inside.
The shot's good from Monk. Now Alvarado. Inside, here's McCollum. He doesn't hit that one. Nice D from Levine. Kings leading now by 3. Stripped it away. And they're on the break. Here's Boston. It's good. This game is all even.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
The drive by Monk. And then jammed down as he goes right over Zion Williamson.
And Monk doesn't fool around when he's driving. He's got room to go up for the finish there. And he just lifts off with power.
Ellis, he's checked in for Monk.
Number 23.
Pelicans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Sacramento's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the 3rd. Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento. DeRozan with it. He's got 8. For 3, Murray, good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. Murray's got 6.
Flexing his accuracy. Defenses have to be aware of where Murray is at all times on the perimeter.
Back to Alvarado. Brown with it, picked up by Ellis. And it's Brown missing.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Timeout called by the Kings.
Let's hear it for you. Checking in for the Pelicans, number 5, DeJounte Murray.
For 3, Murray. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. Kings leading now by 3. So for New Orleans right now, the backcourt pair for them, Murray and Jones. Kelly-Olynyk is out there with Trey Murphy. And it's Brown, and at the 3, the small forward. And Murray, here we go. And it's Murray with the jam.
Ooh, hit him with the spin cycle. Everyone out there a little dizzy by that move by Murray.
Levine for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Kings lead by 6.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Ellis against Jones. Down low. Sabonis inside. 3 seconds left. Rebound by Olynyk. Pelicans trail by 6. A floater, and he sinks the layup.
Trey Murphy.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Levine. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
They grab their own miss. Jones, the pass to Olynyk. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Assisted by.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. It's just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
And Levine, here we go. Sabonis can't get that one to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Rejected by Murray.
And that length and timing make Keegan a terrific shot blocker.
And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Kings.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes. Spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And on top of that, they're getting a lot of points off assists. And it's always a good sign when your team is working as a cohesive unit.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Such noise under pressure. Murray doesn't get rattled very easily.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
He throw good, Murray. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. Here's Levine.
Oh, my goodness, man. And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And so Ellis will bring it up for Sacramento. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Levine for 3. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
I'm going to tell you this. Defensively, you cannot let a streak shooter get a groove. And right now, Zach LaVine, he is on fire.
Murray for 3. And the Pelicans miss again.
That is not the shot they needed there. You got to work it around a bit there.
2 minutes.
Kick out to Levine. 1:53 left in the fourth. Clock at 6. Launches from deep. Kicks it out to Ellis. Tries again. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got 4 assists in the game.
Oh, great pass from Murray. I like whenever he looks to get his guys involved.
Murray finds Jones. Brown against Levine. Back to Jones. To end the run. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
A pretty free look from 3-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
Big 3 right there, especially at this point in the game.
Murray, no good. Pelicans trail by 5. And finished off by Brown.
Big time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
He's not going to let this game get away from him. He's going to get to the bucket and get them points.
definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look. Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Levine kicks to Sabonis. Nails the tray.
Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
A three. Sacramento grabs the miss. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Murray, here we go. Levine wide open. And a miss there on the triple. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
From deep three-point land, no good. So it's the Kings taking the W in a close one. Thank you, David. And that's going to...
And checking out the New Orleans opening lineup. Murray runs the point with Jones flanking him. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Trey Murphy. And it's Brown in at the 3 slot. And for Miami, Andrew Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Alec Burks. Then there's Tyler Hero. And it's Ware in at the 5 spot. Well, Brent, tonight we got a great front court matchup.
Yeah, this is a game, BA, I think that has been circled on the calendar. These guys are competitive, but there are positional rivalries that do exist. And the only way you can measure up is standing across from your opponent. We've got that here tonight. Who's going to get the best of who?
And here's New Orleans now after the basket by Miami. Now here's Hero. Adebayo up top. Outside Burks. Back to Adebayo. 6 to shoot. Wiggins outside. Pass to Hero. Lets it go. Wiggins no good. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, Eric Spoelstra had a few moments to share with me. I asked Coach how they plan to limit DeJounte Murray tonight, and he told me we have to match his energy on both ends of the court. DeJounte is a player who can create something out of nothing with the intensity that he plays with. We can expect to see a lot of hustle on the court tonight, B.A.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Well, Brent, after ups and downs, it seemed like New Orleans is really trending in the right direction.
Their path has not always been easy. It's a bit indicative of the city itself. It's a resilient place with resilient people that take a lot of pride in the comeback. So this team has had personnel changes, coaching changes, injuries, but the Pelicans have certainly become a team in the past couple seasons where the future is much brighter than its past.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Here's Burks. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
Now here's Burks. Lets it fly. It's not going to go for him. And here's Jones. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Ware. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. It's Adebayo with the drive. Outside Burks. And there's the drive. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Jones from outside. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now. On the wing, Burks. Adebayo, a screen on Murray. To the wing on the left. Releases. Burks passes to Adebayo. 2 open that time. They didn't look easy. Adebayo's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
Well, how about that? Bam stepping out just a little bit from the mid-range with a soft touch.
Jones, the pass to Murray. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Murray's got 5.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Hero. Still no points.
And Tyler's got to love that when he has a chance to rise up.
Jones feels it out. On the wing, Murray. Shoots over Wiggins. Murray's shot is good. 7 points in the game.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Hero for 3. Nails it from 3.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
and both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Murray. The rebound by Ware. And it's Miami's ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Adebayo, no good. Now the Pelicans in transition. Pass to Murray. Shoots over Burks. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Miami with a 9-point cushion at... Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Miami.
Well, they found their offensive openings in the mid-range, and they continue to find ways to open up those jump shot opportunities.
Well, oh, my goodness! Oh, Zion Williamson!
Yeah, so fun to watch him get fancy on any finish. Zion, again to the rack.
Brent, one area where Zion Williamson continues to improve is as a passer.
Well, B.A., he's cut down his turnovers while more than doubling his rate of assists. And to me, that's just familiarity, getting on the court more consistently and not being injured. I mean, he's going to build and compound on that experience. So starting to make plays is starting to show for Zion.
Jaime Jaquez is checked in for Andrew Wiggins. There's the screen. Here's Jaquez. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Pelicans trail by 9. Rebound by the Heat. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. Pass to Ware. Back to Adebayo. It's Jaquez on the wing. Adebayo sets a screen. Let's go with a three. Jaquez no good. The Pelicans shooting only 42%. Nice move. Rips it home off a terrific move.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Burks against McCollum. Down low. Adebayo sets a screen. Mitchell. The shot no good.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Pass to Alvarado. The three. Buries it from 3. Alvarado's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Here's Burks. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Miami leading by 6. All right, Brent, let me ask you a very important question. What exactly is Heat culture?
B.A., Heat culture is about toughness and competitiveness. And if you step into that building, you better make sure that you're ready to be pushed and push the limits that, as a professional player, not a lot of other teams are willing to go. As soon as they find guys who enjoy that, and I'm not going to say torture, but it's close, those are the kind of guys who make it in Miami.
Jovic, he's checked in for Miami. Robinson comes in for Burks. McCollum with it, guarded now by Mitchell. Boston, the pass to Williamson. Over Jaquez, pass to Boston. New Orleans needs to hurry, late clock. Williamson misses. And here's Mitchell, he'll bring it up for the Heat. 8-point game. Adebayo passes to Mitchell. Good! And the assist goes to Adebayo. Mitchell's got himself on the board with a 3 there. McCollum way outside. They can't stop the run with that one. The Heat have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Pass to Jovic. To the middle. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
Inside. And it's Miami with a rebound. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Jovic. Robinson for three. Outside Mitchell. Here's Jovic. Three-pointer off the mark. Pelicans trail by 13. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Get up to throw down. Zion, those 2 points felt like a mini earthquake.
Out to the right wing. There's the triple. Look at Zion showcasing the range.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Robinson against McCollum. And a big finish by Robinson.
Okay, Duncan, get up and show those hops.
Here's Williamson. Pass to Boston. And here's McCollum. Shot from the top of the key. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 5 rebounds in the game. Mitchell with the ball. Covered by Williamson. Robinson for 3. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Robinson's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around. Keep it moving. Try to get an assist on every bucket.
And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Miami out in front. They lead by 13. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Wow, what a performance by DeJounte Murray.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
They've got Andrew Wiggins. Alec Burks is out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Bam Adebayo, and it's Ware in at the center position. That's the group for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. Well, Brent, something we've all noticed lately. Is the small ball era starting to wind down?
Well, B.A., I think in people's minds when you say small ball, they're thinking about 6'1" guys on the court. That's not what we're talking about. It's a skilled game, and I don't think the small ball skilled game is going anywhere anytime soon.
Ooh, had a nice open look right there. Ware's got 7 points in the game.
So many things that Adebayo does as a big man, but it's that passing skill that really separates it.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Jovic, he's checked in for Miami. Highsmith comes in for Bam Adebayo. And the basket by Brown.
Hey, you leave him open, he's going to make the defense pay for that level of disrespect.
Oh, there's the alley. Outside Burks, beyond the arc. Rebound by Olynyk.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Murray. And we're about 1.5 minutes in the second half. Fires the 3. And it's Miami with a rebound. They've led by as many as 14. Well, Brent, the Pels bowing out to the Thunder in the first round last season. Not a bad showing, though.
Yeah, no shame in that. You lose to the #1 seed in the Western Conference. They have a great collection of young players and just need to spend more time together to try to take that next step. One change could take them from a playing game to home court advantage this season.
Here's Murray. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
Tough part about defending Murray is he can beat you in so many ways. You want him to shoot threes, but right now he's showing it all.
Jovic passes to Wiggins. The 3 is up. And that one's good. Jovic. Give him 8.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Hero against Jones. They kick it out to Murray. Here's Olynyk. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Olynyk's got his second basket.
Well, Olynyk at his size is big enough to get the job done.
Hero against Brown. Stolen by Jones. Pass to Brown. To the paint. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Big slam by Murphy. His teammates encourage him to be aggressive, to make plays like that.
Heat leading by 11. Hero left side. Outside Burks. Here's Jovic, guarded by Olynyk. Hey, Wiggins with the elevation.
Check out the immediate response to the jam.
Oh, both sides are fired up. They kick it out to Murray. Off the mark there with a three.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Both teams will make substitutions. Miami has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Hero for three. It's hauled in by New Orleans. We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter. Pass to Boston. Three-pointer. Miami grabs the miss. Ware's got 5 rebounds tonight. For three, Robinson. Miami, no good that time either. Pelicans trail by 13. Launches a three. Tries to save it. And as it goes out of bounds, New Orleans will keep possession. And the Heat with some changes. Jaime Jaquez is checked in for Wiggins. And Mitchell subbed in for Hero. There's 42 seconds left in the third. The three is up. Nails it from beyond the arc. He's got 5.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
To the inside, Ware. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It'll be on Zion Williamson. Miami shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Williamson.
Pelicans trail by 13. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Shot's good by McCollum.
Above everything else, McCollum is a scorer first. Even when there's contact, he'll find a way to finish.
Miami has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. Outside Robinson. Here's Jaquez. Oh, what an incredible end to the corner. Wow.
Incredible indeed. Waits until...
And so it's Miami, a sizable lead of 14 at the break, building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. We'll be right back. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So for New Orleans right now, Alvarado and McCollum comprise the backcourt. Then there's Zion Williamson, and it's Boston in at the 3 spot. McCollum on the wing, covered by Love. Pass to Boston. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Heat.
What a performance for beyond the arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
And throughout the game, the mid-range area has been their bread and butter, continuing to pull up from there with a tremendous amount of confidence.
There's a screen. Burks goes in, lays it up and banks it in. And the Heat lead by 14.
That's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, quick move to the bucket, and you get the lane.
And the call will be against Tyler Hero. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Pelicans making a change here. Brown's checked in. And so the ball out of bounds. Brown touched it last. Adebayo's checked in for Anderson. Heat leading by 14. Outside Burks. Drives to the hoop. Kicks it to Hero. to Burks. Pass to Hero. 6 on the shot clock. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. And Burks gets it to go.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Murray finds Olynyk. And here's Brown for 3. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got his 6th rebound on the night. Wiggins for 3. Counted from distance.
Well, right now, helping the offense out by creating space. Andrew Wiggins deadly enough from that spot.
Wiggins against Murray. To end the run. Driving inside. And that one is hammered home.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there. Hero against Jones. Hero, the pass to Wiggins. Launches it. That shot is off. Pelicans trail by 17. Brown against Hero. Fires from deep. Hits the three-pointer.
Quick trigger from Trey Murphy. This dude can let it fly.
And so Hero will bring it up for the Heat. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. And the bucket is good. And the Heat lead by 16.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another. Now, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Back to Murray. Fade away. The rebound by Burks. Miami leading by 14. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Woo! Not a lot of resistance from the D.
That's the last guy you want to leave open.
Well, not that wide open. You're given a juicy gift by the defense. You got to sink your teeth into it.
Olynyk. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one.
Murray has the ball in his hands. His teammates know that they got to stay ready because he's looking to set him up.
Pass to Adebayo. The 3. He buries it from 3.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Heat.
And they were on fire tonight. Fantastic offensive performance, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they really shot the ball well. I mean, their coach has to be beyond thrilled with how well they played.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Bam Adebayo.
It felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
Miami has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Wiggins, no good. Here's New Orleans now. Down by 15. With the drive. And he goes in for the dunk. Here's Hero. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
The deep 3 from Murray. Can't drop the tough three-pointer.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And he drops it first.
First team foul.
He's off on the second. So it's the Heat winning this one easily. All right, Allie, good stuff there.
What a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Ellis is out there with Levine, and it's Sabonis in at the 5 down low. And so it's the Heat hitting on the board first. Outside, Levine. Murray a screen on Wiggins. Levine, that's good.
And there's the competitive fire of Levine, getting the 3 points back for them as quick as he can.
Levine against Burks, and Wiggins throws it down.
Verticality gives Wiggins the upper hand, almost unstoppable once he's midair.
Here's DeRozan. The shot from the low post is good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Burks for 3. Rebound by Murray. Well, the Miami Heat have always been a contention stand for the East, and you've worked in the organization. Why is that?
Well, look, Kevin, I'll admit to a bit of a bias here, but they have a great coach, maybe the best in the league. He's been there since 2008. That consistency and continuity really helps, and this team expects themselves to win no matter what they go through.
Al Levine, after Tyler Hero's three-pointer that didn't go. DeRozan against Adebayo. 6 to shoot. DeRozan's shot is off.
And the defense gave him no space. He had to fade back. That's not an easy look for most guys.
No hesitation from Adebayo there. Had to love seeing him taking this shot with confidence.
Ellis kicks to Levine. It's stolen by Adebayo. And here's the fast break. Adebayo leading the way. Stolen by Ellis. DeRozan on the wing. Covered by Wiggins. Over Wiggins. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Hero from long range. It's hauled in by the Kings. Murray sets a screen for Ellis. Sacramento again missing. Miami leading by 3. Wiggins with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Shot on the wing. Here's Ware. Back to Adebayo. Over Murray. The shot by Adebayo, no good. DeRozan against Wiggins. DeRozan dishes to Ellis. Shoots the 3. It's good from long range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple. I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
He certainly, DA, is a two-way threat. On top of being such a great mid-range shooter, Stan, DeMar DeRozan has earned a reputation for also being a timely scorer. He performs well in the clutch.
Yeah, I was on the wrong end of that too many times, Kevin. DeMar ranks in the top 5 among players in clutch buckets made for his career, and he was given the nickname King of the Fourth.
Oh, I like that. Pass to Levine. And Levine throws it down.
A way to seize the opportunity. Levine just smashing that one home.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. DeRozan against Wiggins. And it's Adebayo in the corner. Drills the baseline jumper. Adebayo's got 5 points so far.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
The kick out to Sabonis. But Trey drills it from outside.
Yeah, such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Sabonis with the steal.
And how about the anticipation? Just sniffed that one out, knew exactly when to make the move.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've been watching from the Kings, guys.
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
Yeah, this defensive game plan is working very well. Putting constant pressure on the offense and forcing a lot of mistakes.
On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. The post pair for him will be Murray and Sabonis. Levine is out there with Ellis, and it's DeRozan in at the 3 spot. Wiggins surveying the floor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Now here's DeRozan. And Ware pulls it down. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Hero passes to Ware. Lets it go from deep. And the Heat, another 3.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Sabonis. And it's off from 3-point range. The Heat leading by 4. It's stolen by DeRozan. And now Ellis running the floor all by himself. Sacramento moving it around. Now here's Sabonis. He's guarded closely. Back to Levine. The 3. His shot is good. Scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
Levine with that high arching shot from the corner.
Pass to Wiggins.
Sacramento foul.
Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for the Heat. Davion Mitchell comes in for Hero.
Substitutions for your Heat.
Adebayo against Murray. Adebayo kicks to Ware. Outside for Robinson. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet. Robinson's got the lead up to 4 now for the Heat. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Miami's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. No good on the 3. The Kings trail by 4. Now, we're used to the stretch big men these days, Stan. That's not Bam Adebayo's game, though. How is he still effective?
Well, Kevin, Bam is a highly skilled big in his own right. He just doesn't have the 3-point shot, but he's got the ball handling, he's got the passing, and he's got the mid-range jumper, and he puts those things together into a very effective package.
He has a good handle, doesn't he?
He's got a great handle.
With strong athleticism, Adebayo can finish just about any lob with his large catch radius.
Well, that's basically a warm-up 3 for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attack.
And here is Mitchell after the 3-pointer from Jay Crowder. From downtown, and it's Mitchell missing. The Kings trail by 3. Monk for 3. The kick out to Crowder. Monk outside. And he hits it to tie the game up. Monk's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. On the wing, Mitchell. Robinson, a screen on Monk. Back to Robinson. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. And so Monk will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Here's Lyles in the dunk by Lyles.
go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Substitution on the court.
Robinson up top, defended by Crowder. Kicks it out to Love. Here's Larson. And again, it's the Heat missing. On offense, here are the Kings. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Monk against Robinson. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound Love.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Here's Monk following the 3 by Miami. Here's Valanciunas, and he uses the glass on the lane.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of the game.
And up around 82% as a team a season ago. So they know how to make the most of those opportunities.
He hits both from the strike. 15 seconds left here in the second. Up top, Monk. Shoots. Misses the jumper. He knocks it down, but wait a minute, the official.
2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
Before heading to the locker room, they're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And even though, you're thinking maybe we don't need to replay in a situation like this.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. If you look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
They've got Anderson. Terry Rozier is out there with Duncan Robinson. Then there's Kevin Love, and it's Larson in at the small forward. It's the group on the floor for Miami.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time. Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think, first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
And you got to appreciate just the presence of mind there. Monk demonstrating solid court awareness by finding the open man.
Crowder, the pass to LaRavia. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better look here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting.
Playing at the 4 or the 5. Love's outside shooting helps provide the spacing. Makes him so valuable to your offense.
This league, Stan, and you've watched it and coached it for years, has the best players in the entire world. And some guys can kind of be overlooked, like Terry Rozier, for instance.
Yeah, look, here's a guy who's averaged 28 points a game. He can create offense for other people. He plays hard, was an outstanding defender early in his career. He's an important piece for any team he's on.
And what speed, and Stan, what athleticism.
Yeah, no question about it. This guy's somebody who shouldn't be under the radar.
Anderson wide open. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. The Kings leading. Monk with the ball. 6 points for him. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitutions for your lead.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Rozier kicks to Love. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
No good from Valanciunas. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Robinson misses. For Sacramento, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Monk against Rozier. The shot's good from Monk. Monk's got 8 points.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
Kings leading now by 4. Here's LaRavia. They get it back. Valanciunas with a screen on Hawkins. 6 on the shot clock. And that one's good. LaRavia.
3 points.
LaRavia's got 9 points now in just the second half. Crowder against Robinson. Pass to Highsmith. Back to Robinson. Good work defensively by Crowder. The Kings have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. LaRavia passes to Valanciunas. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Heat trail by 7. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here's LaRavia. Pass to Valanciunas. Shoots over Hawkins. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Valanciunas has got 4 this quarter.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
Well, look, he's got the link to get that shot off regardless of how the defense plays.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. Wiggins dishes to Ware. Hero against Ellis. Hero kicks to Ware. Kicks it out to Hero. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 9.
Oh, a dead-eye shooter. Hero is always ready to snipe it off the feed.
And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
DeRozan against Burks. Kicks it out to Ellis. Up in time. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Sacramento with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. The Heat trail by 6. On the court right now for the Kings. DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Zach LaVine is out there with Ellis. And it's Sabonis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Sabonis sets the pick for LaVine. A three-pointer off the mark. And for the Heat, they're shooting 47%, pretty solid. From outside the arc. Rebound by the Heat. Burks has got his 4th rebound in this one. On the wing, Wiggins. Loads it up for Adebayo. Stolen by Ellis. Oh, and here we go. Ellis has got it. The fast break chance. Fires the 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Sacramento.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
Here's Hero. Rebound by the Kings.
Oh, you gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Here's DeRozan. Misses off the left iron. The Heat trail by 7. Wiggins outside. Adebayo finds Hero. Has to Ware. Wiggins with it. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. Now here's Burks. There's the 3. And Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Sabonis sets the pick for Levine. From outside, off the mark. For Miami, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Adebayo with a screen for Burks. Offline with his 3. Kings leading now by 7. And Levine throws it down.
Flying around in the open court, Levine can beat you with the jumper and the ability to play above the rim.
DeRozan against Wiggins, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the outs, Greg, yeah, showing off the bunnies. Levine inside the three-point line. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Such a gifted scorer. When Levine is this locked in, the defense is in for a long night.
Hero kicks to Burks. Adebayo with a screen on Levine. Kept alive. Ware. On the wing, Wiggins. DeRozan defending. 5 to shoot. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
There's Levine, and Levine throws it down.
And over the years, Levine has put on the muscle, which helps him on those challenging finishes at the rim.
Scooped up. Has to Ware. Fires from deep. Drills the three-pointer. Ware's got a pair of 3s here in the fourth quarter for the Heat.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
DeRozan a screen on Hero. Ellis can't get it to go.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Hero kicks to Burks. Fires for 3. Here's Ware, defended by Sabonis. Adebayo with a screen for Wiggins. Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Mercy, that was downright dirty. Levine, yes, sir.
Wiggins has a screen for Adebayo. Wiggins against Murray. Adebayo the screen. Wiggins kicks to Adebayo for Murray. The shot by Adebayo, no good. And Zoelis will bring it up for the Kings. They lead by 4. Now Levine. From deep three-point territory. No good there. And so it's Sacramento who scraped by with the win. All right, DA, thanks again.
Thank you.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.